Hello, I wanted to share this tip with you today. Join me. Welcome to anyone who is here live or on the replay. My name is Laura Mazzotta, and I am an Akashic healer, an alchemist, a Reiki master, and a therapist of 20 years. And I am here today to talk about something that consistently has been coming up with my clients, and it has even come up in my own relationship as well. Hi, Cindy Chipple. And I wanted to come on live here because I think it's really important for this information to just get out there to the mainstream. So what is this tip that I have to give you about codependency? So one of the things that I would do is if my husband came home and he was in a bad mood, I would dive in and try to help him. Hey, do you need to talk about anything? Is anything wrong? Are you all right? How can I assist you? Right? Stuff like that. And that was very kind of me, right? But it didn't work. Because I was in savior mode, right? I wanted to go in and kind of save him from it. And did I want to save him from it? Yes, but I also wanted to save myself from feeling uncomfortable because he wasn't in a good space. And I find this happening all the time where people are saying about their partner, well, they're in a bad way, or they're not in the best mood, or this, that, or the other. And so it's throwing me off. It's affecting me. It's sucking my vibe down. Well, that's your responsibility, right? It's my responsibility to keep my vibe going. It's your responsibility for yours. And so if your partner is interfering, this is how you can move forward and manage this differently. That leaves both of you in your power and leaves both of you more connected, okay? So I'm going to use husband because I have a husband, but any partner, right? Or even anyone in your life that you feel you kind of take on what they're feeling, that person comes through the door. They're not in the best way, right? If you're in a greatest mood before that person comes in the door, you get to maintain that mood. You get to keep it. It doesn't mean that you can't relate to the person and you can't empathize with them and understand how they're feeling if you don't join them in their mood, right? Because then you're just adding to the discomfort. You're adding to the dysfunction or the dis-ease or the negativity or whatever. You're amplifying it because now that there's more than one person in this exchange, in this vibration together, okay? So instead what you do is you decide, I'm going to choose to maintain, I'm going to choose to stay happy. So he comes through the door and you're able to say in your head, you're able to say hello, right? And do your greetings and all that. And then just kind of leave that person to do their thing. Let them move through it because you know what happens when you let them move through it? You give them the message that you have faith that they can get through this on their own. You give them the message that you believe in them, that you trust in their resilience, that you trust the universe in assisting them through it, that you know they're going to bounce back. You know they're going to be fine. And you don't put all of this attention to it and make it this big thing. Okay? It's not necessary and it fuels the problem. And unfortunately, it can often create that person staying in that vibe because then they're kind of stirring it up and talking about it, might even get riled up. Give them the opportunity to either move through it on their own or to come to you and ask for any kind of assistance or guidance. And what I can tell you is this will shorten the timeline of moving through this in like times 110. That's what's so cool about it. Like when I stay in my positivity, even if my husband is not in the best place, and I'm able to say, I'm still going to maintain this. Like he knows I'm available to him. He knows that I'm available if he needs me. I'm going to trust that he's going to work through whatever he needs to work through and he can come get me if he needs to. I'm going to choose to maintain my vibe. And then I get to be all jovial and hang out with the kids and do this, that, and the other. And he comes around so much faster. And so does everybody else. Because ultimately what you're doing is you're maintaining a higher vibration. And being at a higher vibration, there is no conflict, there is no discord. And you're strengthening the bond between the two of you because you are perceiving the other person as capable of moving through it. You're giving them the space. You're giving them the sovereignty to move through this on their own and have their own process with it. And guess what? When they have their own process with it, they are going to learn whatever lessons that they need to learn from that experience. Don't take that away from them. Okay, because we actually disempower them when we swoop in. Even if we feel that it's coming from a very nurturing space, it's typically coming from a space where we want to save ourselves. Okay? So let me know if this tip resonated for you and if it can be helpful to you. One of the ways that I encourage you to work through this is you don't necessarily have to say anything out loud, but you remind yourself, he'll be okay, or my partner will be okay. This person will be fine. Always worked out before. People don't stay in bad moods all day, every day for the rest of their lives unless they choose to. Right? So it's you putting faith in yourself, in your partner, and in the universe. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions about this, and I'd be happy to support you. I hope this was helpful, and have a wonderful day.